Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today I will share about the xylophone. The xylophone is a musical instrument with wooden bars that are struck with a mallet to produce sound. The wooden bars are arranged similarly to a piano, and each one is a different length which creates a different sound. It is believed that the xylophone dates back to ancient Southeast Asia, 2000 BC, and that the instrument was brought to Africa by Malayo-Polynesians. The Western xylophone, which is the one most are familiar with, is first mentioned in Europe in 1511. It was referred to a wooden clatter. At that time, it wasn't until the 1860 that the term xylophone was used to reference the instrument. Next, I will talk about the fact about the xylophone, which is the xylophone goes by many names. The xylophone is a well-known percussion instrument that has been around for a very long time because of its straightforward design principle. As a result, the xylophone was invented in various forms and spread to numerous nations. For example, the xylophone was referred to as wooden clatter in Europe and we changed to straw fiddle later on. Second fact about xylophone is that xylophone is no longer exclusive to wood. As with many percussion instruments, the xylophone was first made out of wood. The earliest xylophones were created in Asia, having guards with wooden bars put on them. The xylophone is no longer limited to wood thanks to human progress and improvement in building methods. Xylophone frames are still manufactured of wood and metal nowadays. As you can tell, this percussion instrument has a rich history and versatile use that you simply can't ignore.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Nur Afika binti Rafi'i and today I am going to share to you about musical instrument called the tambourine. The tambourine is a percussion instrument that transcends genre, turning up in everything from classical music to folk music to pop music. For millennia, humans have used variants on the tambourine to make music across the cultures. A tambourine is a percussion instrument that consists of a solid, round frame inset with metal discs known as zills. It is typically made of brass or steel. Most tambourines have a drum head stretched across the frame. Traditionally, this was a goatskin head, but modern tambourines tend to use plastic heads. Headless tambourines are also common. In the world of musical instruments, the tambourine is considered a hand drum. A player can easily grip it in one hand and either shake it or strike it with the opposite hand. However, a tambourine can also mount to a drum kit. Drummers play these tambourines with drumsticks, rods, or other beaters. All tambourines have a drum frame and zills, which are almost always brass jingles or steel jingles. There are 7 types of tambourines. The first one is single row tambourine. This is a tambourine made with one row of zills. Second is double row tambourine, a tambourine with pairs of jingles instead of single zills. The double row produces a louder overall sound than single row jingles. The third one is timbrel, an ancient Hebrew drum originally known as a toph, quite similar to the modern tambourine. Next one is a small tambourine-like drum found in Turkish and Arabic cultures. The fifth is pandero, a Brazilian wood tambourine with a single drum head. The sixth is hi-hat tambourine, a headless tambourine that sits atop the hi-hat in a drum set and sounds whenever the drummer depresses or releases the hi-hat pedal. Seventh is foot tambourine, a tambourine attached to a player's foot or shoe.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Nur Izati binti Zainon and my metric number D2021 1101195. Today, I would like to present about one common musical instrument that been used widely in the musical industry, which is I would like to present about guitar. Guitar is a common musical instrument that can be used in various types of genre music, such as folk, blues, jazz, rock, and also acoustic music. Now, I would like to share a history and some facts about the guitar. The word guitar was adopted in England after they heard about the Spanish instrument called guitarra. The old guitar instrument was chitara, which was used in the ancient Roman. As we know that guitar was likely constructed with the hollow bodies. And for your information, the oldest guitar came from Persia, as we know today as the Iran, where they call it as a tanbur. Other than that, I will share about the classification of guitar in the musical instrument. Guitar is classified as a plucked string instrument, or the musician call it as a chordophone. There have various types and subtypes of guitar popularized in today's music, such as classical Spanish guitar, flat top guitar, or also we know as a steel guitar, the 12-string guitars, dobros, archtop, and bass guitar. So guys, I could say that is a credit for someone who can play and have a skill and talent to play this musical instrument. This is because guitar can play in various type of genre of music.
Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. My name is Nur Izzat Wahida binti Zariman. Today I would like to talk about musical instrument recorder. Before we learn how to play the recorder, let me talk a little bit about recorder historical. Okay, first of all, recorder belongs to the group of worldwide musical instrument and the oldest worldwide instrument. The recorder has existed since almost 1000 years ago. It is shaped like chart flute with holes that are opened and closed. It prints in the 11th century during the French miniature era, and the Normans brought and introduced this device to England, where it was the only country that called this device at the time a recorder. The recorder was the most popular musical instrument during the European Renaissance and Baroque music. Recorders are often used in orchestra performance to depict births, shepherds, funerals, and weddings. In the 16th century, recorders were made in 5 different sizes: descant, alto, tenor, bass, and contrabass. The recorder used to be an important musical instrument in the orchestra a long time ago. There are 2 types of recorder, the bar recorder and the German recorder. The recorder has 3 parts, which are top, middle, and bottom. Let me show to you guys the top, middle, and the bottom. They're easier musical instrument to play and use as a learning tool in school. Recorders come in various sizes. In the modern era, recorders began to be produced using plastic to be more durable and easy to clean. However, the quality is not the same as a wooden recorder. The wood recorder has a more melodious sound.
Hi, my name is Sarif Fadlan and I am from Group 4. My instrument is harmonica. Harmonica is well known as a mouth organ. It's noticeable in the 19th century on old school music like blues, jazz, and country music. You can hear such a blues music from Radio Klasik Nasional. It's called Blues Engkau Tiada Lagu. There is 3 well-known The three well-known harmonica included diatonic, chromatic, and tremolo. This harmonica we buy from the DIY store. From each layer, you have 16 holes, so 16 times 2 is 32 holes. For each hole, there is a gap between them. If in real harmonica, the gap you can clearly noticeable see, but because it's a toy, so easy why is it?
I will show you how to play the xylophone. First, I will mark the numbers 1 to 6 at the xylophone like this, and I choose to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and here's the code.
So first, I am going to show on how to hold a tambourine. This is a tambourine. Children or for people that don't have a lot of hand and arm strength, I would recommend holding the tambourine in one hand so that it's not gonna move when you start to play it. That is very secure and it's easy for most people, and then we start playing it with the other hand. So having a holding hand and a playing hand so you can tap the tambourine like that. Also, you're gonna get a better sound, I think, if you hold it at angle, not perfectly flat, because the jingles will ring on and on. So they kind of vibrate there. Also, this way, they kind to be kinda loose. Okay, after this, I am going to show to you on how to play or practice playing a tambourine for a beginner. There are 4 basic techniques that I am going to show to you. Okay, so that's my quick lesson for you on how to play a tambourine. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, now I would like to show to all of you how the sound from the guitar can be made. But before I start, I want to clarify that I'm not a person who have a skill and talent to play the guitar, even the basic one. But I try to show to you how the guitar is functioning. So this is my guitar, which I will use as a tool or material to explain to all of you about how the guitar is functioning. This is not a real one, it's only the toy, so I hope that you guys don't expect it too much, as the sound will exactly not produce good sounds. Okay, firstly, I will pluck each string on this guitar. Okay, As you can hear that each string bring a different sound. I will play it again. Okay. And now I will pluck all the string, okay? As you know that the sound came from this guitar is because the vibration of this string. The different sound of the string is because of the length of the string, which is the short one and the long one is a different because the long one will give the sound with a high pitch. So what can I conclude for this musical instrument is the sound came from the vibration of the string, which is the each string bring a different sound due to the length, and also for the real guitar they have a key at this part. So when the musician play the guitar, according to the chord, it can make a harmonized song so that it can produce a good sound to hear. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
5 things that need to be mastered before playing the recorder: body posture, embouchure, tongue, breathing, and fingering. But hold on, if you know 5 things that I mentioned before, but you don't know how to hold the recorder in the right thing, it will not be provide comfort and easy the movement of the fingering while playing the recorder. So, how to hold the right way? Follow me. First, hold the recorder by placing the finger on the left hand on the bass, and second, the right hand on the end of the recorder body, like this. And the balance of the recorder rests on the lower lips and thumb of the right hand. And play the recorder by follow the note. That's all for me. Thank you.
Harmonica, you can make note with it. There is a blow, which is and the breathing. Let me demo it. Okay, this for the blow. Each blow and breathing make different note. This for the blow one. Okay, let's make the breathing. Breathe. Okay, that's only.